My wife said, I want to start an open marriage. Do whatever you want. So I did exactly that. She thought I'd stay home, heartbroken, waiting while she went out to find herself. But when she came back and saw me with someone else, suddenly the open marriage wasn't such a spiritual journey anymore. Clara joined a women's empowerment group about a year and a half ago. At first, it was just self-help books and online workshops about letting go and setting boundaries. Then she met Evan, the life coach who ran the sessions. Marriages fail because people refuse to evolve, she told me one night over dinner. Her phone kept buzzing beside her plate. She tilted the screen away every time I looked. Lately, she'd been getting home around 2 in the morning, smelling like a cologne I didn't recognize. Then came the conversation that changed everything. I want to open our marriage, she said, holding my hands like it was some kind of emotional ceremony. We should both be free to explore other connections. You mean sleep with other people? I asked. It's not about sex, Ethan. It's about growth. That's what Evan says. Right, I said quietly. So you get the marriage, the house, the shared bank account, but also the freedom to date whoever you want. You have the same freedom, she said. Do whatever you want, Ethan. I could tell this wasn't a discussion. She wasn't asking for permission. She'd already made the decision. This was just her way of absolving herself before crossing a line. All right, I said. Go find yourself. She blinked, caught off guard that I didn't argue. That night, I called a divorce attorney, joined a gym, opened my own bank account, and redirected every paycheck to it. 2 months later, I was down 15 pounds. Clara spent most of her time working on herself, which meant being with Evan. Then one weekend, my friend Lucas invited me to a barbecue. That's where I met Mara, a friend of his wife's from out of town. She was warm, confident, funny in a way that didn't feel like she was trying. We talked for hours. She asked about my work, laughed at my dumb jokes, and actually listened. When she left, she handed me her number. At our first coffee, I was honest. I'm still married, I said. My wife wanted an open arrangement. We're just waiting for the legal part to finish. Mara tilted her head. Is that what you wanted? Not even close, I said. Our marriage ended the day she asked for permission to see other men. She smiled softly. I appreciate the honesty. Over the next couple of months, we built something simple and real. Weekend walks, cooking together, quiet nights with my dog, Cooper. Clara had always called that kind of life boring. With Mara, it felt like peace. 4 months in, Clara noticed. You're different, she said one night. Lighter, happier. Are you seeing someone? When I didn't answer, her voice sharpened. You are, aren't you? That's not what this was supposed to be. Not what you decided it was supposed to be, I said. Who is she? Why does it matter? Because I'm your wife. I deserve to know, I laughed. You demanded the right to see other men. My choices are mine. She went quiet. Her eyes flicked back and forth, that calculating look I'd seen 1,000 times before. I want to meet her, she said finally. No, I said. This doesn't work without transparency. I couldn't help laughing again. Transparency? From the woman who comes home at 2 a.m. smelling like Evan's cologne? She straightened. If you're seeing someone seriously, I need to know who she is. Why? Because we share a mortgage? Because you need control? Mara isn't part of your life, Clara. She's part of mine. Her expression froze. Mara, she repeated. That's her name. I didn't answer. It didn't matter anymore. She kept pushing. What does she do? Where did you meet her? I stood up. I'm taking Cooper for a walk. Ethan, don't just walk away from... But I was already out the door. The October air was sharp, clean. Cooper trotted happily beside me, blissfully unaware of human chaos. My phone buzzed. A message from Mara. How was your day? I smiled. 3 simple words. No agenda, no manipulation, just care. Can I call you? She texted. Always. She answered on the second ring. Hey, you, she said. Hey, you sound tired. Clara wants to meet you. A pause, then her calm voice. What do you want? That was Mara, always asking what I wanted. 7 years of marriage, and Clara had never asked me that once. I don't know, I admitted. Part of me wants to keep you far away from this mess. The other part thinks maybe it's inevitable. Ethan, she said.